Hello, Singapore. Hello, world. How are you all doing today? A very, very good evening to all of you out there. Hope you all are enjoying with your friends or family on a Sunday evening. So, welcome to my chat show, Smile with Seema. Today, I have such a pleasing personality as a guest who's been an entrepreneur for more than 12 years or so. She is also the founder of Women's Life magazine, and she also happens to be a talk show host just like me. So let's not waste any more time and get going. Let me have the honor to invite our guest and hear it from her the journey which she had through her 12 years or so. So, may I have the honor to invite Miss Charu Mehrotra. Welcome to my chat show, Smile with Seema.
Thank you so much, Seema, for such a wonderful welcome. I love the name Smile with Seema because it is so energetic and full of enthusiasm. And I love your enthusiasm. Thank
Oh,
you so much for inviting me to the show.
thank you. It's my pleasure too, and I'm very happy to have you on board. So I think it's always a pleasure, to invite such inspiring people, and who are doing so much for their life, especially for women. So that's always been my forte. Let me invite such great personalities who can be of add value not only to my show but to the audience. People can take the learning from you. So, Charu, can you please share your entrepreneurial journey with our viewers?
Wow, will love to. This question takes me to so many memories I have from my last 12 years plus entrepreneurial journey.
Right.
So I have a background of mass communications, and I was working in India, and then 12, 13 years back, I came in Singapore. And the seeds of entrepreneurship somehow were there because I always loved reading about the entrepreneurs, especially
Hmm.
women entrepreneurs around. Like
Right.
Oprah Winfrey was quite an inspiration to
Ye-
me. I read a
Yes,
book,
I
and
know.
I read so many other books.
Hmm.
Ariana Huffington, I was always
Hmm.
inspired by her sharings. In
Right.
those days, it was not much. There were very few women entrepreneurs,
Yes,
and media was
absolutely.
reporting
Yes.
less about them. But
Yes.
whatever things were coming, somehow I was getting attracted. I don't
Hmm.
know why. I had a service background. My family was
Hmm.
from service background,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
entrepreneurship was some mystery which I wanted to solve somehow. And
Right.
when I connect the dots now, I think the journey is decided by somebody. So it started with the first venture which I started here with a dear friend of mine. That
Hmm.
was NC Styles, which was
Hmm.
Indian clothing business.
Okay.
It was. I'm from Lucknow. That city is in
Okay.
India. It's a capital for Uttar Pradesh in India, and we are known there for our hand embroidered clothes, which is Lucknowi chicken curry, and it was quite
Uh,
appreciated in Singapore. I was getting
Singapore.
lots of
Right.
compliments
Yeah.
on my
Those days was
dress
not very
there.
popular. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had a friend who had that business background. She had done that business
Hmm.
based in India, and I had my
Okay.
marketing skills and my
I
PR
see.
skills. So
Okay.
somehow we came together and we came up with the idea, why don't we start something?
Hmm.
And then it started, and I was happy because, yeah, something creating on your own,
Hmm.
growing it on your own, and taking
Right.
it to the next level was exciting
Right.
to me.
Right.
So the journey started from there. We
Okay.
started very small, starting
Mm-hmm.
fairs, participating in fairs in Singapore. I started focusing on distributing the stuff in shops in
Okay.
Orchard and Tanglin Mall,
Hmm.
and having various outlets where I can showcase the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So amazing, beautiful 3 years journey, growing as an entrepreneur,
Right.
facing the challenges,
Yes.
and because
Yes.
when you don't have the background, you don't
Hmm.
know what's
Exactly. You're
there.
so raw. You're so raw
It's
out
raw.
there.
The
Yeah.
journey is raw,
It's very,
and
very
the
raw.
next step is not decided. So then, when you meet people, when I started
Hmm.
meeting other entrepreneurs in Singapore
Hmm.
through all the
Hmm.
fairs and started
Hmm.
seeing what's happening,
Hmm.
and then I saw the challenges were there.
Hmm.
Singapore cost of living is high, and then
Right.
participating in fairs every time and getting the shops to showcase your products is not easy. Reaching out,
Right.
because if you want to take your business to the next level and you want to
True.
reach out to the showcasing your products in the malls, cost
Absolutely.
is big.
Oh yes. Absolutely.
It's
And
not
it's still
easy
there. I mean, mind you, it's
there.
still costly. Still costly.
Still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why e-commerce websites are booming, because now we have
Yes.
different outlet. But those days
Right.
it was
It
not that
was.
much.
Yeah. It was very
So then I
limited.
thought there has to be some solution.
Hmm.
And then the idea for the second venture, Udan, came. I had a
Wow.
wonderful friend here. So we brainstormed. She also had interest in entrepreneurship.
Hmm.
And we came up with venture Udan. We registered
Mm-hmm.
Udan as a networking group
Mm.
and events company here in Singapore, where we
Okay.
started associating with different associations in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Again, beautiful 3 years,
Mm.
and we explored so many things together. We started
Right.
associating with the community centers in Singapore. We started
Right.
associating with different Indian associations in Singapore. And the idea is we had an entrepreneurs group who were members in our company, and then we had monthly meetings and
Mm.
organizing, like we started inviting speakers to
Right.
upskill ourselves,
Absolutely.
because we have to keep upskilling
Oh,
ourselves
yes.
as an
Absolutely.
entrepreneur. We
Yes.
have to keep thinking what skills missing,
Updating.
updating what's
Yes, yes.
happening
Oh, yes.
latest as
Yes,
a
yes.
marketer, as a digital marketer, as a
Mm-hmm.
speaker, or how to
Mm-hmm.
have your PR skills. There's so
Yes.
many skills which as an
Right.
entrepreneur, and there is no school, so
Right,
you
right, right.
have to upgrade your skills, and that has to
Right.
be regular to keep your energy,
Yes.
to keep your enthusiasm high. So we
Mm.
started listing out various speakers in Singapore. We started inviting them in
Mm.
monthly meets, and we had members who were dealing with
Okay.
different projects. So
Okay.
beautiful 3 years journey. We associated with different associations, organized big events to
Okay.
showcase their products, and so that they are getting visibility for their products.
Visibility. Right.
So again, learning on a very different level. And
Mm-hmm.
believe me, meeting people from diverse background, you learn a lot. I
Yes,
love meeting
absolutely. I
people,
totally
and
agree with you. Really.
you
Everybody has
learn a
something
lot.
to share.
I
Everyone will be have
agree.
something to share.
As humans, we are same, and everybody's having some skill. And when such
Yes.
groups gather together and they have that networking, the exchange of knowledge, believe me, you are able to do much better. And I have
Right.
always believed in Helen Keller's quote
Yes.
that
Good.
together we can achieve big. Instead of going
Absolutely.
as solopreneur, we should be
Absolutely.
working in collaboration, and we can
Yes,
achieve
yes.
bigger things in
Big.
life.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So
Very wonderful, wonderful.
Udan
That's
proved that to us. 3 years,
okay.
we really had beautiful establishing a website on our own. My friend had technical skills those days.
Right.
Though I was not having my technical skills, so
Technical
I had
skills.
my other skills. She had that technical skills. She took care of the website. I took care of the marketing. To- Together,
So
we
totally
planned
collaboration,
events.
and then
Awesome
yeah, and
collaboration.
then you
I
guys
really
could take it to
miss
the next
friend.
level. Yeah, yeah, I
Yes.
can imagine that. That's how
So
I think
we were
entrepreneurship.
excited
Yes.
every day. We had something to discuss, to plan out. So 3 years went by, but she had to go to India for certain reason, and then I had to
Okay.
stop. I had my second baby also by the time,
Okay.
but my inner entrepreneur was not ready to still idle. So in between, I was able to carry sometimes full time job as PR or
Okay.
as a marketing manager for some company in India, but
Okay.
somehow something was cooking up. Something was
Mm-hmm.
cooking up. Having the own setup has to be there.
Mm.
Something which is your own, which you can grow to the next level.
Mm.
Again, I connect the dots. A beautiful idea of a technical startup came through a partner,
Okay.
and then we started EarnGo. That's a startup for software, which we
I
were
see.
providing the services for data transcription through mobile channels. It was a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful idea. We got selected for a grant in Singapore. The government selected us for a grant. We did the presentation, and then we were incubated in SMU here in Singapore.
Wow.
Beautiful. Again, 3 years or something. The number three is there in my life. Like 3 years, we go
Right.
on, and then I'm learning amazingly, because that period just took me to the level where we were meeting all entrepreneurs who were doing the startups at bigger level,
Bigger
establishing a
levels.
company in Singapore, and then you are developing a team of people
Hmm.
for developers, and then you're having people for establishing that company and working upon the idea, brainstorming
Hmm.
upon the idea, going to SMU, meeting all the young entrepreneurs that time, the students who are enthusiastic to work with you.
Right.
Awesome memories. I'm really revisiting
Yes.
those memories, beautiful memories I have in life that 3 years
That's
journey
yeah,
gave
yeah.
to me.
Wow.
And I upskilled myself to the next level, because that gave me confidence that if you have an
Hmm.
idea and you have the right knowledge and skill, you can really
Right.
work upon your idea.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, yes. I mean, experience is one thing and having knowledge is another thing, But you have
Right.
it
And
both,
yeah,
and then, of course, it definitely can do wonders, I can imagine. I mean, it must have been such a great experience for you, I can see the
yeah.
that excitement and the glee is still so fresh on your face, you know.
Yes, I get so much excited, though I had to close that also. But yeah, I see the positive side because it taught a lot of
Hmm.
things to me.
Hmm.
So I always believe that though knowledge we say is power, but applied
Hmm.
knowledge is superpower. So
Yes,
whatever you
yes.
are learning, it has to be applied, and then you get the
Applied.
superpower, the applied knowledge
Yes.
as a superpower, and that can take you to the next level. So
Hmm.
what happened in between all these three ventures? Women Lines was coming up,
Hmm.
which I'm currently running as an online magazine.
Hmm.
Somehow, as a journalist, my inner journalist was always there. I loved reporting about things, whichever I came across in Singapore, some book I read, some workshop I attended. So it was like a personal diary to me. I never did the marketing for that. It was
Okay.
in those days, I just wrote like a diary that I attended this workshop, what I learned.
Right.
I read that book of
Right.
parenting, what I learned. So it was just like
Right.
a diary. I interviewed some entrepreneur, wanted to
Hmm.
show how other entrepreneurs are doing, what
Hmm.
they are, what skills
Hmm.
they're having, and how
Hmm.
they are
Hmm.
reaching the next step.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But that was a small level because I was running the other ventures. Whenever I got
Other.
time, I just reported as a diary. It was
Hmm.
a WordPress word page.
Right.
But something was there in my mind that the power of media is not being used for women excellence.
Right.
That was, I was really angry the way media was used just for promoting what you should wear, how you should take care of your
Yeah. Yeah.
looks, or
Looks.
what makeup you
Yes.
should do. And we know that we are more than that. We all
Hmm.
have
So
brains.
using it in the right
Yes,
perspective, yeah, it was never there. It was
it was,
missing,
I
basically.
was missing a certain particular media which is just
Right.
talking about excellence for women. We
Hmm.
have newspapers, we have channels. I don't say it's not there, but it is mixed, totally focusing on women. I'm and just talking about the things which are
Yeah,
really
more
helpful to
in the
women in a
glamorous
right
area
way.
rather than the
Yes,
other side. You know, women have more sides, not just the glamorous side. We have so
correct.
many sides. You know, we can like bring that out as well. So yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
you.
so that was
It's
missing. And
uh,
latest, this corona period, we have seen the countries which have women leaders.
right.
Those countries have done exceptionally well. They have
Hmm.
fought the pandemic and they were able to survive better way. So
Hmm.
women leaders are missing in
Yes,
world, and
absolutely. Oh
we can
yes.
have more women leaders.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If given a chance, I think we women can do anything and everything. I mean, we are as it is a multitasker. Even you know that how it is. So it's
Definitely,
so we
we
can
know how
anything
to
on a
carry, yeah,
yeah.
many things
So anything
together.
coming onto our shoulders, I think it will be such a great pleasure even to see like CEOs for the matter. So there are very very few even women CEOs. You know how many you get to hear women CEOs
Very
of
true.
companies and all. Very very very
Very true.
very rare. Wow, that's really I mean
So
very
now came
impressive.
my the present venture. Something was hitting me that the media has to be there. So why
Right.
don't I start that media? So I registered it as a magazine. I have the
Okay.
WordPress magazine theme, and then I named it. Women Lines was already there, so it's www.womenlines.com. And the idea was to focus on the content for business excellence, health, and
Hmm.
leadership.
Hmm.
Because throughout my journey, there were situations I started something, I closed. I started something,
Right.
I closed. So
Close.
it was definitely not
Never.
easy.
Yeah.
Challenges were there because once you are putting your heart and soul in something and growing
And
it,
then you
and then you
can't
have to close,
continue. Then of course there's a
continue,
lot of lot of disturbances. I
it is
understand that.
disturbance.
Yeah. Yeah. You
And
get
then you
disturbance.
don't have that support system because people think, okay, you have done something, you have closed, but
Hmm.
that emotional support only you have to be there for yourself. And
Absolutely.
then what helps is your motivation to yourself or inspiration. You need that inspiration
Hmm.
around.
Hmm. Hmm.
And through digital media, I reached out to that part of the content through all the coaches or the YouTube speakers or the articles, the content which is not regularly shared across. And that content only helped me to survive.
Otherwise.
Emotional intelligence, it's such a big topic, and women are not aware that that emotional intelligence can be applied, that superpower
Hmm.
of emotional intelligence can
Hmm.
be used and
Hmm.
applied
Hmm.
in their daily life, and they can use their whole day much better. I
Right.
always talk in terms of minutes. Whole day is
Right.
having 1440 minutes.
Right.
And once you start getting mindful about those minutes and how you're using those minutes for your work and for your
Right.
managing family, I think things will change for you.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Absolutely. Totally agree. Very.
so I
Very. Very
wanted to,
rightly said.
So I
Yes.
wanted to reach out to all those experts across and ask them, share your content
Hmm.
with me. I really want to create that page, sharing, talking about that content regarding health, how we can
Hmm.
take care of our health, how we
Hmm.
can take care of physical health, because health is also now three, four segments.
Right.
We have physical health, we have mental health, we have
Mental
spiritual health,
health. Yes, yes.
and all the issues have to be given attention, which women are not able to do because we
Still,
know we are so busy.
yes. I mean, that's still very heart rendering even to hear, I mean, that everybody is not lucky to get those wonderful opportunities, who can really, take care of their, all the issues which you're talking, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, emotional health. There
Emotional
are
health.
situations, you still know there are women are going through this, but it's never come up. They never bring it out because they don't get the opportunity. uh, Point number one, they don't have that confidence even to bring it up.
Correct.
They think this is a part of life, this is how I should be living, and this is how I should try and digest it, and get used to it, kind of,
Very
it's
true.
put into my practice. So that's very heart rendering, like you're saying. Even I've come across, like, even educated women. I'm not talking
Very
of the
true.
even the illiterate, even the educated women. They could be so qualified. They have strings of certificates and degrees, but somewhere down the line, there's something always missing. They're unable to dig into it, try and bring it out, try it, like communicate out or take help. So these issues are everywhere, and for women, we know it's such a big responsibility, especially after marriage, when you have
Yes.
kids, all this
Yes.
just add on. She's just overloaded, she's just
Yeah.
overloaded. And then I feel in the bargain she forgets that she has these issues, but she's so engrossed in taking other people's, like, taking care of their other issues. So this
Yeah.
is very important, like,
Very
what
important.
you're saying,
Because
very
in those
important.
days, it was like a guilt if you are giving yourself priority. They have that
Right,
guilt feel that how I can give my happiness priority
right.
and not the family. But it's not like that. You know, when we are
Mm-hmm.
going in any trap for traveling in aeroplane, the
Hmm.
air hostesses ask us first you have to put the oxygen mask on your face, mouth,
Right,
cover your mouth
right.
first, and then you have to put on your kit.
Good.
Why it is said? Because you have to, if you are fit and if you are able to breathe and survive, then only you can take care of your kid.
Very, very true. Very
That
true.
situation has to be applied in the real life. If
Yes,
you are
very, very
not
true.
aware what's the present happening, what are happening around, and what skills are required, and how to survive in present challenges, how we are going to teach our kids to fight
Hmm.
those challenges.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
True.
then all those issues start coming in life, which are mental health related, which
Right.
are physical health related. Because if you're not happy within, that is going to affect you physically,
Hmm.
and
It will
some things
manifest
will
or
be
some or the
affected
other way. Yeah.
some way.
Right. Yeah, I know.
So now
Yes.
we have so much content around. So
Yeah.
yeah, that
Right.
was the idea, and
Right.
I started asking experts, start sharing, and by God's grace and thanks to all influencers in my magazine, I'm so grateful to them for sharing amazing content.
Wow, that's lovely. I mean, you've come a real long way. I must tell you that. It's very, very, very impressive. So,
Thank
as a
you.
speaker, Charu, how does one use of digital media to empower women globally? How can women, like, focus on that area?
Beautiful question, Seema. Digital
Thank you.
media is a powerful media, and when I see women using just for the social media sake of Instagram and sake of Facebook for socializing, I think they're missing a bigger part which they can really use for
Hmm.
personal and their professional growth. When
Hmm.
I started my journey, you would believe most of my journey has been through the digital media.
Right.
uh, Getting active just for the socializing aspect is different, but getting active for your profession, once you get that change in your attitude, you will have
Hmm.
the different word to connect with, because now
Hmm.
you have power of choice
Yes.
to
Right.
choose how you want to upskill yourself. So we have
Right.
so many courses which you can apply for, and you can
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
upgrade your skills. So I
Hmm.
started upgrading myself with those skills which is required for my
Hmm.
magazine, like digital marketing, and
Hmm.
because I am not a technical person, how to manage a
Right.
website, that was
Right.
something I was always afraid of, because I always thought that you need to be some engineer or something. Because
Exactly.
that was a different field. But
Yes.
I pushed myself that no, things, why don't I try? Let me see
Hmm.
how much I
Hmm.
want. So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
started going for those courses online and started educating myself. So here came the power of digital media through
Hmm.
different platforms. I came
Hmm.
across few courses. That was
Hmm.
the education part. Now
Hmm.
comes the beautiful part of
Hmm.
collaboration and networking.
Collaboration. Right.
So once you start participating, networking, LinkedIn came across as a big platform for my venture because through
Hmm.
LinkedIn I was able to reach out globally
Hmm.
and meet wonderful people who were doing work, sharing content every
Hmm.
day,
Hmm.
tips for the businesses, marketing
Hmm.
skills, how you can have better sales for your venture. Because
Hmm.
it's not necessary. See, when we read books or when we do course, they have a structure. But
Hmm.
when real people who have gone through their journey and they
Hmm.
are sharing their knowledge and they are
Hmm.
sharing, that's more powerful because it is already applied and they have got the
Yes,
results.
yes. So basically, practicality comes in the
Definitely.
favor. That is so important.
Yes,
Theoretical is one
definitely.
aspect, practicality is another aspect.
Correct. So I strongly believe that, and I always suggest my network also make sure that you are following the right influencers because
Hmm.
they are sharing amazing knowledge. Some
Hmm.
people are really having big heart and they are
Hmm.
sharing for free through their YouTube
Hmm.
sharing, through their
Right.
content, articles,
Right.
newsletters.
Exactly.
But the power of choice is in your hand. Either you follow a fashion influencer or you follow a business influencer.
Yes.
And
Yes.
if you are serious about your venture, you will definitely filter out who is
Hmm.
sharing the better knowledge. You can
Exactly.
really upgrade your knowledge better way. So
Yes. Yes.
influencers play a very big role.
Very big
The
role. Yes.
courses are there, you can upgrade your skills. And
Hmm.
then the visibility part.
Hmm.
We should be grateful to all social media
Oh
founders
yes.
that they have
Absolutely. Yeah.
created a beautiful umbrella.
Beautiful.
And now we have
And
Clubhouse also, where you can
yes.
speak and you
Yes.
can
Yes.
talk about your venture.
Like
You
right
can,
now, we are
right now,
hosting
we are
talk
hosting, we
shows.
are
I
talking.
mean, and especially now with this COVID scenario, I mean, it becomes even more accessible and easy. You can
Easy.
start anything. Earlier, you
Correct.
can't do things like, the earlier time when there were such kind of scenarios, people out there, they never had these options. Here, at least, even if we can't
Yes.
step out, we can do so much sitting at home at a comfort zone. We can
Very
start
true.
a venture. We can do so many things, learn or
Yeah.
teach,
Learn
depending
or
on
teach.
their
I
interest.
think it's, yeah, it's all depends upon the power of choice. And believe
Yes,
me, I always say there is a solution to every problem. You have to put
right,
your heart, you have to put
right,
your mind, and
right.
definitely some solution will come up and you
Hmm,
can strategize step by step. It's not
hmm,
easy. Definitely
hmm.
challenges are there. You have to have
Yes.
that strong, resilient muscle within you.
Oh,
But
yes.
it develops as you are continuously focused on your growth
Hmm,
path and
hmm,
having that growth mindset, I suppose, because
hmm,
mindset is also a big thing in
hmm.
the way you are handling yourself
Yes,
and
yes,
how you
yes.
are collaborating with people, how open minded you are, how
Hmm,
trustworthy you are. So,
hmm,
all these things I was able to educate myself through my digital
hmm,
transformation only.
hmm,
I
hmm,
love to speak on this topic because really the power of digital media to empower women is huge and humongous.
hmm, hmm,
It's all depends how you are taking your journey for yourself.
hmm,
So first it has to be a personal transformation as a person because you have to
hmm,
build up a strong inner core for yourself first
hmm,
so that
hmm,
you have all those skills for
hmm.
resilience, for perseverance, for having that emotional intelligence. And
Right.
it comes with time. It's not that
Hmm.
you read and it is
Yes,
there. You have to
yes,
build
yes,
it up.
absolutely. Slow and steady. Yes,
Slow and steady, and then for the branding part of your company, yeah, what things are essential, how you
right,
can collaborate globally, and then
right.
comes how how you have to fight the challenges. That also you can
Hmm,
learn through digital media, isn't it?
hmm, hmm,
So then when I see that things are happening, I always love to create that awareness that
hmm.
just get alert when it before.
Right.
Don't let the
No.
time pass just like that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wasting time in just socializing over internet.
Right.
Use
Yes.
it for your personal excellence because
Right, right,
definitely
right.
you can change your life with it.
Yes, very, very rightly said. Because I mean, you have to be so, so vigilant, and you have to be really like use it wisely, maturely,
Yeah,
to bring the benefit and add more value to your career, profession, journey, or whatever venture you're planning to like start
correct.
off. You have to use it very, very intricately also. So it's really, I mean, we should feel blessed If you go to see,
Very true.
even we should feel best. I mean, and though we got it late, like like
Yeah,
I'm in my 50s, I'm starting it late. Like my kids, like or your kids for that matter, they are so lucky.
they are
They've got it at the
lucky and
tip
they
of
can
the tongue.
use
Like
it.
they, I know, by the time they are out in toddler age group or even high school, they everything is at their doorstep on the silver
Very
platter, which
true.
we couldn't have even ever imagined.
Very true.
Probably.
It's
So
very powerful.
yes,
So that
yes.
was the idea. I transformed my thinking. I
Hmm.
made my change myself, my like
Hmm.
what mindset I'm having, and educated
Right.
myself, upskilled
Right.
myself, and
Right.
then through Women Lines, I'm giving that platform to women that start speaking about yourself. We have a very interesting branding campaign, monthly branding campaign service where we're asking women entrepreneurs, share your updates every month,
Hmm.
talk about it, because we are reaching globally. We are
Hmm.
listed in top 50 women online magazine to follow
Hmm.
in 2021. We are
Wow.
having visitors from across the globe, where top
Hmm.
10 countries are US, UK, Australia,
Hmm.
China, Singapore, India, Malaysia. All these
Hmm.
countries are in the
Hmm.
top 10 list.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I really want to grow it that ways, that
Hmm.
we are reaching out to women across the globe, and
Hmm.
whoever has that voice,
Hmm.
whoever has that expertise which she
Right.
wants to talk about it globally, we are
Hmm.
giving you a platform.
Hmm.
Share your videos, share your articles, avail
Hmm.
that service.
Hmm.
And we are present on 8 social media platforms. We are having a
Hmm.
YouTube channel, we are having presence on Instagram, Facebook,
Hmm.
LinkedIn,
Hmm.
we're
Hmm.
having other social media channels. We will create visibility for yourself,
Right.
because that's the right way. We have to have digital footprints for
Hmm.
ourselves, for
Hmm.
our branding, and for our company branding.
Right.
So that is the main idea behind Women
Hmm.
Lines,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
we empower you for your
Hmm.
own skills, then we
Hmm.
create that branding for your
Hmm.
brand. We give you
Hmm.
a platform to speak about yourself, to share your
Right.
updates, monthly contribution.
Right.
And again, we are having those content videos. I run talk shows. We are having
Right.
Books for Excellence show. We are having
Right.
Women Entrepreneur of the Week, Professional of the Week show, which every
Hmm.
week we are sharing. We are
Hmm. Hmm.
interviewing some expert and achiever and sharing
Hmm. Hmm.
about
Yes.
her. She's
Right.
sharing about how she has done her journey, what helped her
Right.
out. So
Right.
it's all about empowering and giving you
Empowerment.
knowledge and
Right.
skills, how
Right.
you can proceed.
Yes, yes, I know. I mean, and I know I do watch your talk shows, and you get such great personalities, to host the shows,
Thank you
and
so
it's
much.
so
Thank you.
it is so inspiring, and it is there's so much of insight and so much to take from your shows as well. So it's you're doing a real wonderful job, really. It's
Thank
very
you.
good, fantastic. So now you've already mentioned about your Women's Line magazine. So, it was always there in your mindset, or it just happened like at the with the flow of your career, or you just had it back of your mind, and you said, "No, I need to take a detour from my entrepreneurship." Like, how did that come to your planning?
Yeah, that's an interesting question, because now I also think I connect the dots again, because
Okay.
what I think that maybe it was meant I should have those skills first,
Right.
because you just cannot start it like one day. You want to start a
Hmm.
magazine or something
Hmm.
there, and
Right.
magazine people say that who reads magazine, right? When you get
Yes.
feedbacks, nobody reads
Feedbacks.
magazine.
And now with this media, social media, people don't want to
Yeah.
get into the magazine and novels and all those kind of things,
Yes.
Which,
So when I educated myself with the all the knowledge and the all the courses, and when I saw the power of the digital marketing, the
hmm,
SEO power, the power of keywords, the power of
hmm,
hashtags, the power of
hmm,
creating the digital friendly content, and power
content
of reaching out globally, when
globally,
we
yeah.
strategize is it the right
Hmm,
way, because we
hmm,
focus on creating that digital content which is
right,
digital friendly. It's just
right.
not like that the articles are written just like that and reaching. We have to be smart enough to create that content which is digital friendly. Then I
Right.
thought, this is not a magazine which I'm talking about just
Hmm,
read and throw. This
hmm,
I'm talking about, which is forever, because I'm
right,
not removing the articles from a magazine. Once
right,
online is forever online in my magazine. The YouTube
right.
channel, once the video is there, it's always there. It
Hmm,
keeps on getting the visits, it keeps on getting the insights, and the
hmm,
analytics show you the growth, how the articles are getting the visits, which
hmm,
is more engaging. Then
hmm,
I thought, I think that was cooking throughout. As I shared with you that
right.
I was really angry the way the media was used for women. Then I
Or
thought, this is a
misuse,
time.
yeah. Right.
So when I stopped, I closed my third venture, which was the EarnGo, the app which we were developing. Then
Hmm.
I thought, okay, until now I was working with partners.
Okay.
So this time I thought, okay, this is time to be a solopreneur, and I put my heart and soul, and why don't I try?
Right.
Because I'm seeing the power is there. I'm
Hmm.
seeing the application part is there. It
Right.
needs work because I was talking about a global magazine which is reaching
Hmm.
across the globe.
Globe.
But something was calling. I think I pushed myself, and I said, okay, let's start it. So it
That's how
yes, I
you started
started
off.
it, start
Lovely.
collaborating. What helped me a lot was the collaboration.
Collab.
I'm blessed having wonderful friends from
Yes.
whom I learned a lot. I
Hmm.
collaborated with people from different geographies. I made myself open minded that it's not that only one race I will work with or one type
Hmm.
of people I will
Yes.
work
Yes.
with.
Absolutely.
I opened my mindset. I started collaborating globally with different people from different
People.
geographies of the world. And
Right.
then we started doing digital events. We started helping each other, supporting each other. So that
Wow.
way, the reach started happening, the growth started happening. And now we have lovely ideas coming in coming time to carry different projects. So yes, I'm looking forward.
Wow, wow, that's how wonderful. It's really wonderful to even hear. I can imagine it must be such a great baby for you, as well. I mean,
Definitely.
starting
It's a
like,
smaller seed,
yeah,
and your business becomes like a baby. I always have a
baby,
third baby in the
absolutely.
women
It
lines for
is,
me because
yeah,
I'm really passionate about it and I really want to grow it.
yeah, lovely, lovely. So, Ms. Charu, what message would you like to share with our budding entrepreneurs? I know you've come a long way. You've done such great jobs that you are still doing, and you would do, I'm sure. But then, like, is there anything you think you can share where it can be of some help to the,
Definitely.
yeah, for the upcoming entrepreneurs or who are already established? I mean, there's no harm in learning. Even I'm learning from you right now.
Thank
So,
you so much for those words.
yeah.
My favorite quote, Seema, I always write in my signature that if your heart can believe, your mind
Hmm.
can perceive, you
Hmm.
can definitely achieve.
Hmm.
As an entrepreneur, we have some faith in some idea, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I want to ask all those entrepreneurs, develop that faith forever. Have
Hmm.
that laser focused faith in yourself, whatever people are saying around, whatever
Hmm.
challenges you're facing.
Hmm.
Because if your heart is believing it and your
Right.
mind can imagine it, it can perceive
Right.
it, that it can
Right.
be done and it can
Right.
result if you follow
Right.
the steps of the ladder, you can
Right.
definitely achieve it. So
Hmm.
that faith can do wonders in life.
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
second message I would love to say that always show up
Right.
because every day is a challenge, for an entrepreneur. I read a
Right.
beautiful wonderful quote some time back. To be an entrepreneur is like walking in a park, and the
Hmm.
park is Jurassic Park,
Hmm.
because in Jurassic Park you never
You
know
get
from
this
where you get
bumps, this
dinosaurs
bumps,
bumps.
yeah.
Dinosaurs
Correct.
are coming, and then the
Absolutely.
challenges are there, and then you stop and you're frightened, and then you say, okay, how to move ahead. So then that is a time you have to be confident enough that no,
Confident.
I have to show my face again and I have to keep going. So if you take care of those two, the self-faith and courage to show again despite of the failure, despite of the challenge, I think God will definitely help you and you will achieve success in life.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, what I could like gather, just use your speed breakers judiciously.
Yes, awesome. I will love that.
Lovely,
Beautiful
lovely.
saying.
Thank you. Because I could just analyze this is what it is like, and this is what I'm doing.
Definitely.
Like that's how I
Beautiful.
started my this show, like all by
Yeah,
myself.
lovely.
I said
Definitely. I
because
appreciate
like
your enthusiasm and the work you're doing. Amazing. So much talent.
thank
And
you.
you are an inspiration that you are so enthusiastic and keeping yourself motivating and taking some step further. That is the real
Yes,
entrepreneur which is within you.
absolutely. Because I feel in life, if you don't take the plunge, you never know. Like
I agree.
nobody knows exactly about the future. You may know a bit, but you don't know what is there. You should have a
Correct.
foresight vision, and then if you don't take the plunge, and that has been my principle. I don't know about others. Everybody, of course, has their own
Definitely.
opinions and all. But I'm just talking. So I said, let me take this plunge. Let me do it and see. Then I'm just enjoying it. Actually, I'm just so much enjoying it.
Wonderful.
So it's such
Congratulations for
a
taking that step. I
yeah,
will say
yeah, yeah.
that's a big
Thank you,
step and
thank you
congratulations for
so
that.
much. And of course, I mean, you also. I've been like knowing you for last 6, 7 years, and I've seen you grow leaps and bounds, and you're still growing. So you've come a
Thank you.
really, really long way, and I'm
Thank you
sure you
so
will
much.
still do grow even better and even in a better fashion, you know. So thank you, Charu Merotra, for really, really adding value to my chat show, and it was a great pleasure to have you on board.
Thank
And
you
it
so
was
much,
a
Seema.
great insight to hear about your career. You know, you just started. It's such a tiny kind of a, like, you know, how do I say it? In a very tiny way, and look at the way you have grown over the years, and that's what this journey is all about. We can't expect things happening overnight. It just has to go
No.
by layer, you know. And that's
And with the
how,
support of your
yeah, with
family,
the
I'm very
support,
grateful to my
family,
family,
yeah, of course,
friends,
family, friends, so
support
many
and
factors. And then
guidance. So many
you,
factors have.
yeah, and then you are believing in yourself. That's the
Yes,
biggest
that's
support.
the thing.
You have to believe in yourself. That's the biggest support to begin with. Then
Correct.
always you'll have people along the way, you know, along the way. But yeah, so thank you
Thank you
once
so
again,
much.
and
Thank you so much, Seema, for having
was my
me. And
really, really,
request, yeah, viewers to do
yeah,
subscribe www.womenlines.com. We will share the
yes.
link in the comment section. It's a free subscription. You will receive weekly powerful doses of content which will really help you to grow in
Wow,
life.
wow, lovely, lovely. So thank you once again, and all the very best for your future endeavors, for your future projects. If you're planning to do some or next level, whatever. So all the
Thank
very
you.
best. Keep inspiring and keep rocking. Stay happy, stay healthy. So take good care
Thank
of
you so
yourself.
much. Take
So
care,
my
everybody.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, viewers, we saw we had such a lovely insight from this lovely personality, Miss Charu Marotra, where she's talking about a journey, and there's so much to take it like from her. The learning, the useful tips, information. If you are an entrepreneur or you're planning to be one, you're trying to venture out. So I'm so sure it will be of great use even for me as well. So we can all implement it in our journey as well. So thank you so much, even viewers, for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the chat show as much as I enjoyed hosting it today. So again, I'll be getting in with a great personality very soon with an inspiring story. So please like, share, comment on my chat show, on my Fashion Nova page. Take good care of yourself. Wear a mask. Maintain social distancing. Please get yourself vaccinated. I know we are all under this pandemic crisis. We are all going through a lot of mental issues, but we have to be positive and act as a responsible citizen. So the faster we be more responsible, the faster will we be out of this pandemic crisis and get back to a normal life, which we all have been waiting desperately for more than a year or so. I
Yeah.
think we cannot run out of patience. We have to hold on to our patience, our positivity, and we know what to do. So before that, please don't forget to smile with Seema. Take good care of yourself. Stay happy, stay healthy, and see you all very soon. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome. Bye.
Bye.